you have tried my viral messy bun and found it confusing and you just can't get it to work, then this is the video for you. Welcome to DIY Hair School, and on today's video I am going to show you a different, more simple way to create my viral messy bun. This method doesn't require you do the little flip with your hand. I actually find the other way easier now that I'm used to it because I can more consistently create the shape of bun I want. The way that I'm going to show you today does sometimes require a little bit more playing around with it to get it to look exactly like you want each time, but it is easier to do if you are finding the flip motion difficult. We are going to do this bun today with a scrunchie again because I find it the easiest way to do this one. You can do it with a normal hair tie, but because you are going to have to tuck your hair into the scrunchie or hair tie after you've already created your ponytail, it can be harder with regular elastics to do that just because they can be tighter and just more finicky to get your finger under there. A scrunchie is a little easier to work with, so I do recommend for this bun, at least in the beginning when you're trying to figure it out, working with a scrunchie. These scrunchies aren't super big. They're relatively tight, so they work well in my fine hair, and I will have them in my Amazon storefront if you want to check the link in the description. If you want the exact same ones, I get a 60 pack of these satin scrunchies. They're super gentle on your hair, and the 60 pack on Amazon I think is under $20, super cheap, and you get them in all kinds of colors, so they are awesome. So scrunchie, you've got it on your one hand, you've got your ponytail in your other, and you are going to start to make a ponytail. I'm going to wrap it one time, two times, and on the third time I'm going to pull it halfway through, creating this loop you can see, and I'm going to leave the tail out like that. Before I do anything else, I am just going to say, if you have longer hair than me, you might have to play around with this next step a little bit. You might have to wrap the hair before you do the tuck. You can try folding your hair and then tucking it, depending on the length. If it's really long, I've done this on a client whose hair is almost to her waist, and we did wrapping the tail twice before we tucked the ends in, but you might have to play around with it if you have really long hair. But if your hair is between shoulder and sort of top of your bra length, then the way that I do it should work pretty well for you. So you've got your little loop and you've got your tail. So we're going to gather all of the tail, and we're going to take here and we're going to pull this open, and this is where your loop is in. You are going to shove all those ends, and you want to make sure you shove them in really well. Otherwise, once you start to manipulate the bun, you are just going to pull them back out. So I like to start with my back piece now, and we're going to pull it to the side. You want to make sure when you're fanning, you don't just pull from the very edges. You pick up pieces from a little bit further in and pull from there as well, and that's going to help create a nicer shaped fan. And then you're also going to pull forwards and back, not just side to side. If you only pull side to side, you're going to kind of get a sausage, and it's not a great look and kind of ends up looking a little bit like a rainbow from the back. When you do the pull forward and backward is when you're going to start to get a little bit of a nicer look from the back. If you only pull side to side, then you're going to kind of get the sausage rainbow look, and most people don't like that. So then you've got these pieces here in the front, and you are going to start to manipulate those. You want to try to avoid pulling them forward too much because you will likely pull them out, and you just want to gather and pull to the sides. And if you do pull them out, you can either leave them or just shove them back in like so. And you just play around with it until you like the look of it. As always, you can add some bobby pins, you can add some hairspray, you can add anything you like to make it more secure, but that creates a very similarly shaped bun to the flip and twist method, and I'll show you from the back. So hopefully some of you will find that one a little bit easier. Keep in mind, it is a messy bun. It does not have to be perfect. It's not meant to be a sleek bun. It's not meant to be a style that you put on, you know, a formal gown with. It's not that type of bun. It is a hoodie and leggings type of bun style. So don't be too particular on it looking perfect. And honestly, every single time I do these buns, they kind of come out a little different because it's really going to depend on how clean your hair is, how long your hair is, how many layers you have. All of those things are going to play a factor in how your bun looks. So just play around with it, have fun with it. Just keep practicing, because the more that you play with your hair, the easier it's going to be to work with and to create the shapes and the styles that you want. I hope that helps. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok for daily content, and I post videos here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me know in the comments what videos you would like to see. Bye, guys.